Hello, 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 and welcome back, everyone out there in internet land. Damn, I'm old. To Fablememancers, as we play our third and I believe final episode of the Fallout RPG Radiant Horizons. I am your host and game master slash overseer, Alain Williams. And so far, I have had a fantastic time running a game for these excellent players. Hopefully, I haven't made their life too hard, because I'm about to make it a lot harder. I kid. So, just before we begin our game, as we dive headlong into the fantastic post-apocalyptic world of Fallout, we would like to first acknowledge that we are coming to you live from the traditional unceded territories of the Musqueam people, as well as many different territories across our lands, and we would like to recognize the privilege it is to work, create, and play on these beautiful lands. If you want to learn more about the lands that you inhabit, we encourage you to visit native-land.ca. It is not just exclusive to Canada, it is a global effort. So visit that site and up your mind. Scene. Okay. As we jump back in, I'm gonna start by setting the tone here a bit in the game. As the four of you characters trudge through the wasteland for what feels like at least a full day. The sun has come up. You've had an encounter that didn't end in bloodshed, although it came pretty close. And now your would-be assailant has become instead your guide through the wasteland. This shrouded figure proves herself both adept and agile, not just in the ways of battle, but also in the ways of survival, as you deftly avoid many common pitfalls of the wasteland. Bandit attacks, traps, nesting areas of death claws. And it isn't until the sun goes down, and even a few hours after, that you finally settle down and make camp. And it is at this camp, as you sit around a shoddily made fire, while some keep watch, while others take time to rest again, that we are going to reintroduce our players and their characters, starting with Bucket.
Hello, I'm Bucket. I am playing Layla. She's a feisty little girl with a power fist, likes to punch things, and she hangs out mostly with her dog Meat and Big Booma.
Excellent. Jumping then next to Tim.
Hey, I'm Tim. I'm playing Commander Spencer Purdy, a once astronaut, now ghoulified engineer mechanic, who's along for the ride with his robot arm, and now wielding the Silver Shroud submachine gun. Pretty cool.
Ooh.
My robot arm is sorry, is not my name.
And then, of course, jumping next to Sam.
Hey, what's up? I'm Chef. We're Sam. Today I'll be playing Dr. Razzle McPhee, and I've been working real hard on modifying my gamma gun so that it will never hurt a friend again. But also using it to roast this gourd for my commander friend. Radiation roasted gourd?
Spicy.
I hope you like it. It's extra ratified. And I'd like take a pair of really long tongs and hand it over to you.
Just devour it because I got no lips. It's quite a messy affair. Sorry about that.
Oh no, my apologies. I'm sorry. I should have peeled the skin a little. It's a little tough.
One of my teeth fall out.
Oh, it'll come back. Don't worry, it's ratified. It'll stimulate healing.
Pass me the Wonder Glue. It's all good. Not the first time.
I hope you brought the economy brand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the other stuff tastes terrible.
Woo.
Oh my gosh.
And then last, but certainly not the least, we are going to talk to Alain. Could you please introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hi, I'm Lane.
And me, play Boomer. Boomer mutant. Boomer green. Boomer nice. Boomer like boom. Boomer cuddle dog meat. That is Boomer.
Excellent. And Wilma, we're going to stay with you for a second here as you like sit around the flame, and you kind of like stare into it. We're going to. It's going to remind you of something from your past. As the flame, rather, as your focus on the flame intensifies, it feels like it gets bigger and bigger and envelops more and more of your perception until at last, all that is left is the memory of the massive bonfire inside of this ruined plaza that you and your gang of super mutants inhabited. Tell me about your former super mutant colony.
Boomer no miss. Boomer remember. Lots of mutants. Boomer is littlest. Boomer like Beth. Beth nice. Boomer still sad. Boomer no get to go on mission into city to get food and guns. Boomer always stay home, and Boomer watch fire.
Mm-hmm. And it is in this instant that you hear the big leader fight!
Uh,
Summon everyone to the bonfire of the plaza.
Booma go fast.
And you see the biggest super mutant of them all, decked out in full armor. His name is Fight. It's and you know very well both how he got his name and how he got his spot in the colony. And it is here that he calls out a number of names. He says, Blood! Skull! Boomer!
Oh, okay, Booma.
And he beckons you forward, all of you.
Hi, boss fight. You want boomed?
You kneel now!
Oh, okay. Booma kneel.
Too long we go! Get food! Too long we come back! Only little food! We need bigger hunt! We need more food! More blood! The blood goes, me? He goes, not you, but yes you! We need more fight! Not just me, all of you! I have answer! I have way we make most food! We attack human colony!
Oh.
He holds up two bags. One seems to be like a stolen duffel bag, and the other one is a sack of meat. He puts down the sack of meat, and he takes out the drippiest piece of gore. And on the head of blood, he splashes blood onto Blood's head. You serve! He goes to Skull and splashes him with meat and says, You serve! And he steps forward in front of you and he says, You runt!
Yes. Me, Booma.
And he leans in really close and he says, You serve. And he splashes.
Booma no blood. Booma no blood.
Booma no blood?
Booma no blood.
Blood turns to you and says, What wrong with blood?
No, not blood. No blood. Blood good, blood bad.
Blood good, blood good.
Booma no blood. Blood good, blood. Booma bad blood.
Skull goes, but blood go on Skull. Blood Skull good.
Blood skull good. Blood good. Booma skull blood bad.
Booma. Their heads are starting to hurt now. Fight goes, You fight?
Oh, Booma no, Booma boom. Booma no fight.
Yes! Booma boom!
Booma boom.
Booma boom!
Booma boom.
Booma boom! And he reaches into the duffel bag and he pulls out a sledgehammer, with rusty saws and barbed wire wrapped around it, and he gives it to Blood, and he says, "Blood, make blood," and Blood goes, "Ah, blood, make blood." And to Skull, he gives a pipe sniper rifle, with skulls dangling off of it, and he says, "Skull, make skulls." And Skull goes, "Ah, Skull, make skulls! Skull, make skulls!" And the sniper rifle goes as all the skulls dangling off of it.
No. Booma not say anything.
And Booma, he looks at you and says, "Booma no fight. Booma no blood. Booma no skull. Booma, boom." And he pulls out a mini nuke.
This good boom?
This big boom.
Oh, big boom! Big boomer! Big boomer!
And he hands it to you, and as he puts it in your hand, he looks to Blood and Skull, and they grab hold of you.
What do you do? What
And
blood do?
And he starts to tie the mini nuke into your hand.
No, Boomer. Boomer watch boom. Boomer not in boom.
Boomer! Boom!
Oh, Boomer boom.
You no want Boomer! You big Boomer!
Big Boomer. Oh.
We go attack settlement! We make blood! We make skull! We make boom! And he like jams you in the shoulder.
Boomer start think. Boomer not want boom. Boomer want boom other boom. Not Boomer.
And Booma begins trying to come up with a way to not Booma himself.
Okay. You begin to think of a way to not Booma yourself. And you go into full, like, what's the meme, like, the calculations start to fly
Is that
around your head.
Galifianakis meme?
And you think of a way. You think of a make me a tell me it entice me. What kind of role do you make to make this? Because you do have a plan. It's just a question of, is it a good plan? Is it a great plan? Or is it a not great plan?
I mean, realistically, I think it should be intelligence plus maybe sneak. I think it's intelligence plus sneak.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
But it is right. One success.
Okay. That is successful. You, when you say, "I have it, I have plan," you realize that you are on the outskirts of a human settlement. You've been marching with the super mutant raider party the entire time. You just weren't always paying attention to where you were because you were trying to think really hard. And it's on the outskirts here that you hear fight go. Now time for blood. Now time for skulls. Boomer, you stay back. You make time for boom when I say.
Okay.
And you hear fight go.
Make blood, make skulls, make meat, make food. Human nothing. Super mutants rule everything.
And they all go, "Ah!" and they all charge it. What is your plan?
Puma want to eat rope.
Okay. Please eat the rope.
Yeah, Puma eat rope off. Puma.
I will make that a difficulty of 1.
For which skills would you like?
That is, again, up to you, dog. You said eat rope. You
Yeah.
tell me.
Show us, eat rope.
It's a fucking the
Number one answer.
Not the Fox and the Hound. The lady
Lady
and
and
the
the
Tramp. What the?
Okay, I think we could maybe call this one endurance
Yeah.
and lockpick.
Ooh. Now
It's
we're
like
talking.
pushing rope.
Yes.
Endurance and lockpick, I think feels right.
That's great.
Had to beat a 10. 0 successes.
You only have to hit 1. Do you give me an action point?
Yep. Yep.
You don't forget.
0 successes.
So, yeah. trying to eat this rope. It's not going great.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you can re-roll it with daring nature.
Oh, I can re-roll it with daring nature. Oh, it's a 5. That's a success. Let's go.
You eat this rope. Holy shit. I'll say that you eat the rope, but for the amount of times you failed that, I'm going to say that a part of you got a little like distracted by your like inability to remove the rope, that when you finally succeed at it, you're trying to eat the rope as you're trying to eat it now. It's off, it's gone, but you're still trying to like eat it. And it's at that time that you hear
Puma! Make boom! Okay.
Booma will look around. What are we looking at?
you see I'd say like in like mechanically like 3 zones ahead of you there is a massacre happening at this human settlement. It wasn't a very well developed one, but a number of people were there. They are shooting, they are firing, they are not winning at this. You have a mini nuke in your hand, no longer tied to your hand, that you can do with whatever you want. What would you like to do?
Puma look at fight. Fight? You want Puma go boom mutant?
You just hear you. They can't quite hear you over the like kill, and you just hear one more time. Puma make boom.
Puma make boom. Puma look. Puma throw. At fight. Fight mean Puma. Puma boom fight.
Make your throw, please. You don't need any successes here. It's a backstory.
Good Puma roll.
2 crits.
Puma, make boom! And then you just hear. As a nuclear explosion obliterates this settlement almost in its entirety.
Puma make boom. Puma make Puma. fun when no one to yell boom with Boomer. Maybe Boomer find new boom friends.
And it's with that you start off in a way to do exactly that. It's a number of weeks before you encounter anyone again. It's a number of weeks after that before you encounter anyone that doesn't try to attack and murder you as soon as they see you. And the ones who you encounter are Layla, Nanny McPhee, and their dog, Dogmeat.
Boomer like dog meat.
What you don't see, though, Big Boomer, as you walk away, three human settlers lift the debris off of themselves and look around as the devastating force of super mutants that was just attacking their settlement gets completely wiped out by a mini nuke that came from nowhere. And then they look out and up, and they just hear in the distance, boom, I make boom, boom, I make boom, boom, I make boom. And then you start to dance away, saying, boom, I make boom. And they look at each other like, what the fuck was that? We're gonna cut back to our campfire here.
And everyone around just hears Booma mumbling,
Boomer make boom, Boomer make boom.
Who else is around the campfire right now, and who's keeping watch?
Watch.
Yeah, I'll have my head
This
on
thing
the
hasn't worked in
swivel.
years.
Okay, then it will be it'll be your new shrouded ally, Madam Darling, who is keeping watch for all of you.
So when I hear Booma saying Booma make boom, I'll be like, yeah, that's a good story. Because he would have told me like 100 times by now. I would
Booma
just
boom
know.
fight, and fight go boom.
Good story.
Boomer, you need boomers?
Oh, Boomer take more boom, yeah.
I made you something. And I hand you a Nuka-Cola bottle.
He's for
And inside
Boomer?
is a grenade.
He's for Boomer?
I couldn't find any quantum, but it's regular and it's got a handle. You can just kind of huck it now.
Boomer kiss doctor.
That
Mwah, mwah.
was really wet.
Hey, I have a question. What does Booma eat?
Boomer eat trees, and Boomer eat grass, and Boomer eat pigs. Boomer eat pigs. Oh, Boomer eat pigs.
Every time. It's okay.
He
It's
does- He
okay.
does this every time, yeah.
Every time. Every time. It's
Oh,
okay.
quit your
It's
swining.
okay.
You kind of have to keep him away from the slaughtering event. He has a hard time realizing that the Cerberus ham and the that he eats are the same as the Cerberus pigs that make it. So True story. I remember a time when I was a child that I asked my mom, "What's the difference between chicken the bird and chicken the food?"
A grill.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm vegan. So anyway.
Chicken's
right.
friends, not food.
Yes, chicken's friends, not food. But I don't
They're
know
not
if I'm
friends.
with them. No.
Chickens
There's
are
not
not your
enough there.
friends.
Chickens are
Ducks,
assholes.
much better friends.
Chickens are the enemy.
Fact. Right. So, yes. So as you begin to kind of like just talk amongst each other, you see Madam Sterling come back and say, "Okay, who's next?"
I'll take it. That's fine. I've already eaten.
No, Boomer, help.
Yeah, sure. Come on. As long as you don't blow anything up, we should be all right. And as we like wander away, I'll like point to my arm, and I was just like, "Yo, I got it fixed. Like, it's good." And I'll like kind of flip on the like little trickle radiation coming out of my robot arm, and like take a hit. Like, yeah, we got watch.
Boomer, take it. Oh.
She goes, "You know that's not the first one, right?"
What? The first one or what?
And she lets you pass.
I'll let the Silver Shroud submachine gun kind of like bump into her with like the rifle button, be like, "Oh, sorry." Still getting used to it. Like kind of show it off a little, like, "Oh, yeah, pretty sweet."
Yeah, she kind of like reiterates, "The first model was better."
First is Boomer. Boomer want work. You make Boomer work.
And Booma shows the Pip-Boy, just completely interrupting, putting it right in her face.
She's like, yeah, right. I can't help you with that, but I'm taking you to someone who can. It's fine.
Boomer think gun awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks. And she sits down around the fire and looks to Bela and the doc and says, "So, how do you know Alan?"
He's my boss.
Your boss at doing what exactly?
Punch rocks.
Right, your quarry?
Yep.
Yeah. And you?
That's also my quarry. But I
also-
punch rocks with my brain.
You punch rocks with your brain.
Unveiling the Rock Smasher 5000! A fully automated process.
Okay, wait. Do you unveil something there, or are you?
No,
just
I'm just like, nah.
Right. Okay, I see. So you're a roboticist?
I prefer the term nuclear physicist, but you can call me whatever you want.
Right. So you blow up rocks.
Sometimes. Booma booms rocks better than booms.
Okay. Right. So he collected the 4 of you. Was there anyone else besides your poorly trained scout friend?
Oh. He means well.
Bless his heart.
Scope?
Yeah.
I thought his name was Corkscrew for a long time. Silly me.
Uh-huh. Look, everyone has someone on their team that's not the best. We had man, so.
Hey, that's a pretty sweet stealth play you got over there. Do you need it tweaked up?
Tweaked up how?
Well, I've got several ways that I could improve your ways of blending in with the background radiation of the wasteland.
Or he'll break it.
Hey now, that is only a 16.5% probability. However, there is a 27.9% probability that I will improve it. And there's a lot of probability that it will just stay the same.
I'll take my chances just fine, thank you.
You really are like him, aren't you?
Like who? Alan?
Yeah.
He
I
didn't-
offered to improve that gun, but no. Standard bullets are all you need.
He didn't tell you anything about his past?
It was a lot of work harder, work faster, do better, be more of the community, stop
Gotta make
blowing
quota.
up the water.
So, no. Did he tell you how? Did he tell you how he lost his leg?
That seems more like a
It'd
Layla
be
thing.
rude to ask. No, it'd be rude to ask. You, like, Nanny might know. He hangs out with her sometimes. They have coffee.
Nanny who?
My grandma. My grandma, Nanny McPhee. Nanny, is that?
Nanny.
I think that. I forget what we named her.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's her. That's her.
No relation.
We-
No relation.
Finster? I'm Dr. McPhee. I have a nanny friend now.
No. We did have a
Is it?
nanny.
I thought Finster.
Finster?
Yeah,
Is it Finster? Yeah, Finster.
Yeah,
Nanny
sorry, yes,
Finster.
Nanny Finster. Sorry. What?
I could
have it
be a
here. I have
nanny.
it here.
I just gotta change some of these skill proficiencies, you know?
He likes to make
I
things
could have had
well.
children.
That's how we became the nanny. She kind of like, I see. Look, you seem to care about Alan a lot, and whatever trouble he's in right now, he always has been a stubborn old bastard, so a long time ago, Alan roamed the wasteland. He always said that he was from somewhere else, but he never told us where. And he proved himself to everyone he ever met, so it got to a point that it didn't matter. And for everyone he met, he made them better. He wanted to make the Commonwealth a better place. But the thing is he was a bit wacky about it. He was eccentric in his ideas, but he didn't treat it like a cockamamie harebrained scheme. He believed in it. There was one day he was helping, and then one day he went out and didn't come back for weeks. And then the next time we saw him, he he invited a group of us. I was really young at the time and didn't get to go. I found this out after. He invited a group of us somewhere deep in the Commonwealth, and he had started to build something. There was a vault, hidden, abandoned, and he began to transform it into a hub, a place that like-minded people could go and help the Commonwealth. If you can think of the Minutemen trying to bring the light of civilization back to the Commonwealth by day, Alain was picking select individuals to help to do that in ways that the Minutemen could, almost like a advanced scout force on their behalf. Those who could mobilize quickly and be there when no one else could. Of course, it being Alain, he decided to make it based on comics. So he appointed individuals, and they would become symbols of hope. He was the first one. He became the Silver Shroud. And he gathered others. There was an old synth that he became the inspector. There was someone that he loved very, very much became the mistress of there was a right tough son of a bitch who became Grognak. And then when we started, we actually started helping, started making a difference. And other people started to follow us. There was even a weirdo that called himself Net Man, but he was kind of like unofficial. We didn't really let him in. Anyway, it all started to work for a time, but then in the same way that people rise up to do something good in an unorthodox way, people started to rise up and fight back in an unorthodox way also. The arrival of the children of Adam was unexpected. It started with one or two individuals coming and spreading the good word. And then when people didn't like the words that they heard, a force would follow after them and wipe them out. So the Unstoppables took action. And that's when we encountered their Inquisitor. The battles were hard fought, and we lost some on both sides. It wasn't until the Adamites were at their last, that the Inquisitor stepped forward and asked for parley. She wanted to talk peace. I don't know what happened, but the Silver Shroud went, and yeah, he managed to negotiate peace. The Adamites went back to wherever it is they come from, somewhere on the ocean. Some came from the glowing sea, but they didn't seem to want to be involved in the same way. It was the last great act of the Silver Shroud, and it was just on his way home that a random party of bandits attacked him, and he suffered an injury he couldn't bounce back from. So he left. He said that the Unstoppables were no more, that they had been dissolved, but I was just getting into helping, and I was the only one who still wanted to help. So I took on a mantle of my own and keep up the good fight. And he seemed to have forgotten about all of us, and so much so that he doesn't even mention it to his new friends. So you can imagine that when I hear a distress beacon from him, and I encounter you, I think the worst has happened, only to find out that it's much, much worse than that.
Well, you know, they say war never changes. He didn't really change either. He's still helping people. Look at this community. We wouldn't have leadership without someone like him telling us what to do and keeping us in line.
Yeah, he might be a stubborn, kind of mean old man, but there's a reason why we chose to go and save him.
Aren't you always saying that, Layla? He's just a big old teddy bear.
Somewhere on the inside, and someday I'm gonna find it.
I have not found it yet, but
It's gotta be in there. Maybe after this. Maybe this is what it took.
I think it's more like a jangle situation.
Okay. Right. Well, if anyone can help us find him, it'll be easy. So you don't have like code names or anything?
I mean, Dr. Alain McPhee's pretty codenamey if I were to say so myself. You know, I could add on PhD on there. Would you like some more letters?
No, that's all right. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue or inspire hope, you know. But that's just me.
It took Booma a while to remember my name, so I'm not gonna confuse him.
Right. I mean, he seems to be the only one who has a code name or a catchphrase. I'm just saying it helps.
Well, I can always put that quantum harmonizer inside your photonic resonance chamber.
Hey, buy me dinner first, all right?
From one test to another. I could make some more food. I've already cooked my gourd. There's only half a box of Instamash left.
That's fine.
There's some crispy bits that are a few days old.
I don't eat those.
That's fair. I was told they were squirrel, but I never seen a squirrel around here.
And with that, she kind of just like starts to tend to her firearms, make sure that they're cleaned and ported and properly aligned, and get some sleep. We got a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
While Booma and Commander Purdy are out, like on a keeping watch, Booma just kind of getting a little lost in his story is gonna look over at the commander and go,
Commander, Booma has question.
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Commander think Booma can be a hero.
Yeah, I'd say you probably got it in you. You might not even know about it, but I've seen you do some pretty amazing things to protect your friends, Layla and Dogmeat. And a lot of super mutants out there, they don't bother with that kind of stuff. But you do.
Booma like Boom. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Can Boom save, not always kill?
Well, I mean, that's just it, my friend. We used to make booms to go up there, and I'll like point to the moon. Yeah, we'd have these rockets, they were called, and you shoot it all the way up and keep going. It took a lot of smart people. It took a lot of hard work and even some heroes along the way. And the things we discovered by doing that instead of booming each other, that was a good thing. We did a lot of good work, but somebody else came along and turned those booms towards other people. And that's not something heroes should do. Now, if you're using a boom to save some people, then, well, we might need that. And this time, now more than ever. Heroes aren't always what you think they ought to be in the wasteland. But what does Boomer want? What does a hero mean to Boomer?
Booma want Boom. Booma want friends to watch Boom. Booma want everybody say, biggest Boom, we love Booma.
And that's what a hero is to you?
Booma not know. Booma not know heroes.
I'll like put my robot arm kind of haphazardly, like this is just like a shitty Protectatron arm, just kind of like around your shoulder. I'll be here to watch your booms, buddy. As long as I don't have to see them close up.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, just better to see from far away.
Like moon.
Like the moon, yeah. And I'll look up at that, and if a ghoul could cry a single tear, I would. Yeah, like good booms make happy people. They used to stand and cheer for us every time we took off and set out with a good boom. So I just want you to know that Layla and Dogmeat and myself and maybe even the doctor too, why not? We're gonna be here to watch your booms. Because we know that your booms are helping us and helping everybody else at Rockham too. You might be not a super mutant, but you're a good man and a super friend. Hit
Booma,
that shit.
Booma, not just Booma, Booma. Good, big Booma.
Good big boomer.
Give me it.
Crank it up. We'll look out onto the night sky as like a patch of like yellow greeny radiation cloud like kind of coats over the like glowing moon overhead.
Mhm.
And I'll check my my like nav machine, like the tracker, to see if that beep has moved at all for Lieutenant Niche, my missing friend.
You turn it on kind of for the first time in like a while, and you see it kind of that it has it from your first landing, it actually has made its way further and further west incrementally, very slowly. And you see as you look at it that it is actually like closer than it's ever been. Cluck, 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 cluck.
I'll just like look off in that direction and then just like, hold on, buddy, and flip it off and kind of store it in my pocket.
Mhm.
Let's get that pit boy fixed, eh?
Yeah, no more farting.
Yeah, that's good. And I'll like just take a look at it and tinker with it, see if I can make it like fit a little more comfortably for Booma.
It's still like bio powered essentially, but you kind of make it a bit more comfortable for him as you go.
Yeah, give him one of my belts.
Yeah.
Just kind of widen it up, tighten it down so it doesn't come off. It's got a pocket in there. You can maybe keep something that goes little boom in there. I'll like take a bullet and like twist it up in a little piece of like torn paper, and I'll be like, you throw that, you get a tiny boom to keep that in there. A little...
Little Booma, big Booma.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
boom
Booma.
boom joke, funny all the time.
Amazing.
I'll use 238 caliber ammo to create a little firecracker for my friend.
Awesome. And as you like take your rest here, the sun comes up, and you each feel just a kick at your ankles as Sterling wakes all of you up. She's put the fire out. She's ready to go. Commander, you realize that she could have taken back the gun as you slept, and hasn't. Let's go.
All right, well, take us to this mechanist. I'll pick up the gun and sling it.
You should know that I haven't talked to her in a long time, so we should still be on like good terms and everything, but you know, time and all that.
We brought a few solutions for unfriendly encounters.
Hey. That's my friend you're talking about.
Let's hope so.
And with that, it's another 4 hours travel or so until you get to a main road. and it's on this main road. Booma, you recognize the path that you are on.
I know where we are. I know where we am.
You are, because you followed this path a long time ago when you were on your way to raid a human settlement.
Oh, this Booma home.
And as you arrive, you the five of you come to a very like well fortified settlement. There are like boundaries and walls built from old cars stacked on each other. Any part that could be fit and retrofit to form like a fortified wall around this place has been made to do exactly that. And at the gate to this place, you see that it is shut. And you see like a sentry posted there, and they say, "Hold it! Who goes there?" And you hear Madam Sterling say, "Halt! It's just me." And the old sentry looks at the four of you and goes, "Quite the ragtag of group of wastelanders that you got. What's this all about here?" And she says, "Just open up, please. I'll explain." And they go, "All right. Open it up," and they as the gates open, and they let the five of you in. This human settlement seems to be flourishing. I mean, as far as a settlement like this can, they aren't built to expand, but they are built to be sustainable with the size that they have. And everyone turns and looks as the four of you walk in. And you see a couple of the farmers go, "No fucking way. Booma?
Me am good big Booma.
That's the guy. That's the one. That's the guy.
I am me.
Booma,
Hey,
this is from
everybody,
your
this is
story.
him. This is him. Hey, everybody, look.
Me
It's
am
big
me.
fucking Booma.
It's
And then
okay. He's with us. He's fine. He's a friend. It's okay.
Me no. Me only me good boom now.
all of these settlers rush in, and they go,
Yeah,
"Yeah!"
Why they bark at me?
Bark back.
Just stick a hand up in the air and yell as loud as you can.
Big Booma! Big Booma!
You see a farmer, the first one who recognized you, like streaks of gray in his hair, go, "It's gotta be him. This is him. This is the super mutant that saved all of our hides from that raid all those years ago."
Booma am save you?
Booma, you said big boom boom, and then you launched a mini nuke against our invaders. We don't know why. We couldn't explain it, but boy, we thanked our lucky stars for that.
Fight M was mean. Booma no like fight. Booma boom fight.
We don't know what that means, but thank you so much. Oh my God! Wow! Wow! Hey,
Booma boom for you.
whatever this guy wants, whatever this guy's eating, on the house. Everyone else pays. Everyone's like, yeah! They all cheer.
That means good thing. You don't have to go up on the house, buddy. You can eat with us. It's just free.
Oh. Booma like eat inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can eat with.
You get to eat with us. Don't worry.
I didn't realize Booma was old.
Booma so many.
Old Booma.
No.
They bring you in and they treat you like royalty here as best as they can. It's mostly like a razor wheat farm. Like they have like they do have room for traders to come and go, and they do get some frequent traffic. But for the most part, it's just like a vegetable farm. So fruit, the weird like tomatoey, appley looking things,
Tobacco.
And they just they bring out a cornucopia for you guys to eat. You see, while this is happening, who would like to roll me a perception check?
I will.
Word.
So just perception?
I
Or...
would like to. Perception, and what else would you like to add on to that?
Survival, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So target's 8. Two successes.
Okay, that's rad. I was gonna give you a difficulty of 2, so you get 2 successes plus 1 going forward. As this like celebration is happening, this very unexpected impromptu event. You, Layla, are the only one to see that Madame Sterling is talking to the sentry, kind of like in front of like a small shack against the fortifications, kind of like hidden behind a lot of the others. And you can't quite make out what they're saying. They're too far away, and there's a lot happening around you. But they kind of like nod at each other. The sentry returns to his post, and Madame Sterling makes her way kind of like to a very small shack against the wall and pulls out a key, unlocks it, takes a look around, and then enters.
Well, everyone's distracted. I'm gonna sneak over there and see what she's up to.
Okay, please make me a... let's see here. What kind of a check I'm gonna make you make? It's definitely gonna be stealth and... Let's see. That's a good question. Let me see what I'll make you roll here. Actually, you can also pitch me. Like, what would you like? What kind of role would you like to make?
Well, definitely stealth or sneak.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sneak and agility, maybe.
Okay.
All right. Cool. You have to. It'll be a difficulty of 3. That there's a lot happening around you, but you're new here, and you're kind of like or close to the center of attention. So some folks have their eyes on you.
Okay. Under. So stealth is one of my tag skills.
Excellent.
You also have 4 action points.
Ooh. Okay, so hang on here. Okay, so 2, and then I'm going to buy a d20 with one of our action points. Because how many successes do I need?
3.
3. Okay. So maybe I will buy 2 d20s.
3 points.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. 3 points to buy 2.
Oh, is it 3? Okay.
That's good. Do it.
Do it.
Okay.
The more successes you get, the better.
Okay. And then the number will be 6, 7, 8, 9. And I got 1 success.
Okay.
You can use luck points to re-roll.
That is true. So I will use.
Go for a crit.
Okay, wait. Equal or under. 22s. Okay, so that the equal or under. So that is a crit. So that's actually 2 successes.
Awesome.
So, but I will use a luck point to re-roll one
Okay.
of these.
1 more success.
And there's another success that is under. So
Okay.
it is also a crit.
Excellent. So
Whoa.
so as you kind of like make your way through, what excuse do you make to kind of like get away from like the feast that's kind of happening around you?
Oh, sorry. Dog meat's got to poop. I got to take him somewhere private. He's still nervous.
And dog meat looks at you like,
Go with it. Go on.
Oh.
I'm just like, just kind of
Dog-
like nudging him.
dog meat's kind of like, dog meat is fully a cartoon at this point. As
Doggy,
you
doggy meat, where are you?
we got some things to kill now. As you take dog meat for a stroll around, and he begins to like sniff out your quarry a bit, as well as you sneak around some of the homes, and everyone is still paying attention to Big Boom. Like, this is the guy that like all the stories are about. Like, our settlement was almost obliterated, and then it kind of was, but then we rebuilt it, and it was all thanks to him. Like, wow, what a wow. And you make your way to this shack, and you see that it is like basically built against the wall, and there's like kind of like makeshift wiring coming out of it and going along the wall, and it's all connected to like the settlement's power source. So the shack is powered, and as well there is like a large single cable coming out of it, spilling out, and seems to go out to to like a large antenna on like the north side of town.
I'm just gonna open the door.
As you do, are you trying to stay hidden here?
Not really, no.
Okay. Are you armed?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
As-
always armed. I have a power fist.
As you open the door, you find a gun pointed right in your face.
Whoa! Thought this was a bathroom. Sorry.
And you see Sterling's has like one gun pointed at you in one hand, and in the other hand she has a phone receiver in her hand, and she says,
On the phone.
and she says, it's impolite to eavesdrop on calls.
I wasn't eavesdropping. Wish I was. Now.
She slams the receiver down and puts her hand in her, or puts her face in her hand, and she says, something's not right.
Yeah, you want to tell me what's going on?
I can't get a hold of Izzy.
Well, you said you haven't talked to her in years. Maybe she changed her number?
That's not how this works.
So you
Izzy-
think she's a saver?
I don't know. Izzy is the only one of us besides me who's still active, in a manner of speaking.
Okay.
Enjoy your meals and take advantage of their hospitality and get it equipped up. We have to go now.
Okay. I will let the team know.
You say team?
Is that not what we are? At least for the time being.
Hurry up.
Like, cuddles off. I'm making friends. And I'll go find Commander and the Doc and Booma. Well, Booma's easy to find. And just follow the shouts.
So I said to them, that's no quarry, that's my wife!
Booma's quite literally picking people up and like tossing them in the air.
Woo! That's the stupidest joke I've ever heard. Oh my god. Who talks like that? I can tell you.
Yes. So guys, we need to skedaddle fairly
Oh.
quickly. Sorry,
Oh.
Boomer.
No, Boomer is okay.
The chief farmer says, "Yeah, you just got here. We've only celebrated one day, and hardly that, if anything."
Boomer say you come live with Boomer.
What are you talking about? We have a house. It's great. You helped our house be great.
Oh, Boomer, maybe Boomer move here.
I mean, you're always welcome here. We would build you the fanciest shack the Commonwealth has ever seen, guaranteed.
But Boomer have to save friend.
Wait, what?
Boomer friend stolen. Boomer have to get back.
Whoa! What the fuck? You have a kidnapped friend and you didn't say anything?
Boomer
How can we
forget.
help? How? All right, yeah. he leans into like a very gaunt, very scraggly looking settler, and he goes, "Open it up." And he goes, "All right, now's my time to shine." You see, as this guy talks, whatever teeth are left in his head are black, and he's like, "All right, my time to shine," and he like almost scurries over to a small shack, and he says, "Come with me, come back.
Puma tummy have owie now. Okay.
He goes, "Come on, Ollie, come on." And
Puma
he,
go.
and he opens a door, and this shack is dark. It is really hard to prevent natural light from getting into a shack, but like this is like as dark as could possibly be until you see him like flip a switch and sparks fly, and like there's like weird Christmas lights and string lights that just like illuminate. There's a weird like mechanical monkey that like activates, and like a radio turns on. It's like as he goes, "Welcome to Rips Ammo Emporium. Come on in. I've been waiting to do this, but no one really wants to like buy anything from me in here. They insist I bring all of my wares outside. But you guys are new, so come on in. I got all kinds of weapons and wares from around the Commonwealth. It's fantastic. Let's see, I got pipe pistols, pipe revolver pistols, pipe rifles, pipe sniper rifles, pipe machine gun, pipe machine guns with extended clips. I got all kinds of ammo. I got it modified for 45, for 3.15. I got it all. All right? I got 8.5 by 11, all right? Whatever you want, I got it, and it is yours. Oh, my God. Let's see. How can I help?
I disengage and turn to the crafting bench and just start like manipulating things.
Hey! You're supposed to ask first.
What?
That was him
I've
asking.
never asked a day in my life.
Nah, just kidding. Come on, you craft away, you kook. All right, let's go. Let's see. You, what do you like? And he points at you, Layla.
Like, pull my sleeve off of the power fist. I'm like, got anything for this?
He goes, let's see. I do not. I only specialize in things that explode, or go boom, or go bang.
Then yeah,
but-
Boom will help you out.
I'm so sorry I can't help you, but that looks really nice. That's pretty all right. Let's see. How about well, the doctor. What are you up to over there?
Boomer, you talk to him. Boomer need pee.
Boomer, wait! Come
In
back!
the shop. Ah, he's going already. Can't stop it once it starts.
Oh,
It's coming
oh,
out.
yeah.
It's slightly radioactive, so don't let
Sorry.
any dog meat. No. And sorry about that again, Rip. He thinks P means the other one too, so that's coming.
That's all right. I'll clean it up when you're gone. Okay. Doctor, how can I help you? You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Oh, really? Which acclaimed novels have you read in the science category?
I don't know what those words mean. How can I help, though?
Well, I'm currently adapting this from wide range and multi-target to singular focus targets.
All right.
Have you ever taken a resonator beam and focused it so that it would be simple, like something like a prism would work great here? Resonance conductors, reverse polarity shifters,
So
Don't even get me started about gravity.
Okay, so I don't specialize in like energy stuff. I make things go boom concussively. However, there was a minute man who fixed his stuff around here a few months back, and he left some of his parts here, you know, in exchange for some things I had. So let me see what I got. And he brings out like a case of some like leftover energy weapon mods. Let's make a roll.
With my science skill, anything that's level rank 1, I can work with. Anything above that,
Okay. Well, I'm going to make a roll here, so let me see. I'm currently in armors, and that's pretty all right, but I'm looking for...
Armor? You brought her.
Energy. All right. Let's see.
A new recipe. I wonder if anyone around here will trade rock for food.
How many perks in science do you have?
Just one.
Okay.
Other like sciencey type things. I'm also a laser commander and a nuclear physicist.
Okay. And the object that you're trying to modify, can you tell me exactly what that is?
It is the gamma gun.
Yes.
And I'm trying to make it more like a laser pistol instead, because big wide dish of radiant energy is not conducive to
not working out for you overall.
Well, not working out for dog meat.
Right. That's right.
I don't want to John Wick the microwave.
God, that's a
It's like
horrifying
a Punisher
and very fun
crossover
image
there.
at the same time. Let's see.
Also known as
Damn.
frozen dinner.
Page 104 for you, Alain.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at it here. I'm on 103, 104 for the gamma gun. Let's see here. I see. Increases range step by one.
I hope they have ices.
Being radioactive. All right, so yeah, he gives you the parts essentially that you can convert this from a gamma gun to a laser pistol. So yeah, and
I forgot it was loaded.
He's like, geez, not in the shop. What's the matter with you? All right, and you see as you fire into the ceiling, that like the ceiling is filled with like bullet holes and pock marks, but like still no light escapes. So it's like he goes up and like patches it each time. As he brings you kind of like these parts and you modify everything. He goes, and you ghoul guy, what's your poison?
Name's Commander Purdy. You know, I just maybe need a few extra parts. Wouldn't mind making this machine gun a little bit more handy, and I'll like my robotic arm. I got some designs I'd like to try.
On that thing?
Yeah. I'll hold up the gun and I was like, could use a refill. And if you got a few components, I might try to. What I would like to do is try and like add the take the stock off of the submachine gun and basically like mount it to my robot arm because I took the perk quick draw. So I would just
Right.
like have it as a part of my robot arm.
Absolutely. So he goes, all right. I mean, that's a little strange, but
I'm from a strange time.
But hey, you know, I'll try anything once. Am I right? And he goes, his teeth are like,
I got some super glue for that if you need it. Works pretty good.
He goes, please, I work in a gun shop. And he like opens a shelf and it's just Wonder Glue top to bottom. What?
Adhesive's the hardest thing to get.
Yeah, he's like, I know. He's like almost as hard as copper. So anyway, he goes, all right. So he has the part supply available for you here, but you're gonna have to make the crafting roll to make it happen.
Yeah, all right, let's go. I'll use my intelligence and repair with my robotics expert. Use that to modify my robot gun, and well, this would be a robot weapon mount. And then I'll buy one from you.
Thank you. That'll be a difficult. Ooh, interesting. I'm gonna make it a difficulty because of your robotics expertise and things like that. But you're asking for something pretty interesting. I'll make it a difficulty of 2.
Got it. Ooh, hell yeah! So that's 2 crits, and then because I bought one, I'll use cautious nature and re-roll a d20 for no other successes. Oh wait, I just increased that. It is a success. 14 is my cutoff. So 2 4s and a 14.
Excellent.
And my perk repair is up to 6, so it's 2 crits and a success for 5 successes.
Amazing. So you take all of those forward to a maximum of 6 action points, I believe.
Yeah, well that just puts us up to 3.
Okay.
Because we spent a bunch.
Word. Okay. And you like if you've seen the Army of Darkness, it's the full like Sam Raimi like Dutch angle punch in as like you make each mob groovy. Exactly. As your metal arm now has the like drum clip of this silver submachine gun Mark II. And where does the barrel go here?
It's like almost down by the elbow.
Right? So it's like kind of here.
Yeah, and then the rest of the gun kind of comes up here, and it looks like it has like 4 fingers now, but one is just like the barrel.
So like,
and then like the silver like intricate working, I'll kind of like just scratch it onto the other arms as if it's like continuing, and it'll be like an ongoing process to like make like match the style. But yeah, there's basically just a submachine gun attached to my arm now. And I can like detach the drum and like put it on my belt.
Amazing. And you're just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put one through the roof just for kicks.
and he goes, and for you, Mr. Boomer, may I say that I was there when it happened. I lost my ma and my pa in the super mutant attack. And can I say thank you so much, because those two were pieces of shit. I was happy to see them go. However, you also obliterated the rest of the super mutants, so I didn't die also at the same time. So thank you so much. I have something for you, okay? Now, for you. I've been holding on to it just for you or for someone else who could afford buy it, but you're the only person on the planet I would give it to for pennies, if not no caps at all. However, if you would like to make a kind donation of your choice of caps, that would be spectacular. So, okay.
Boomer have 5.
Wow, that is very generous of you, Mr. Boomer. Thank you very, very much.
5 is all Boomer's caps.
5 is all of your caps. Well, I wouldn't leave you capless. You're the great hero. I'll live. Here, take a cap back. Take a cap. There you go. All right, that's great.
Boomer has 1.
And he pulls out, like a crate covered in a tarp. And he's like, and he pulls the tarp off, and dust flies off at the same time. And then he's like, he looks around as he like reveals a military crate, and it just says Bada on it, written haphazardly in paint. This is Bada.
It goes boom.
It doesn't just go boom. And he like clips one lock unlocked. He's like, it goes big, bada, boom. And he reveals a fat man.
Big bada boomer.
Big bada boomer. And you see like his eyes start glistening. It's full on like Pulp Fiction, like radiant light coming up. Partly because there's only one mini nuke there that's intact, and there's one more there that is unusable, cracked open, and is actually giving off visible radiation. He's like, it waters my eyes. It's definitely the radiation, but also I would be crying now if it wasn't just that.
Wow. I take.
Oh, you take.
I take big bada boomer.
This is for you and for Ma and Pop. You fucking pieces of shit. I'm sorry. I'm just so happy that they're dead. And you're holding what is essentially a mini nuke launcher. It is a big, heavy gun in the shape of a basin that you launch that you mount a mini nuke in and pull it back, and it acts as like a rail or like a slingshot to launch these things super far. And again, written in cursive in like red and orange spray paint, it says Bada on the side of it.
Commander.
Yeah.
My hero name. Big Bada Boomer.
Big bada boomer. I love it. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it.
Me save with Boo.
Yeah.
Me save. Big Bada Boomer.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, I guess ducking really won't change anything.
He's like, if he opens fire in here, it will obliterate all of us and the entire town again. However, God, what a way to go. I'm so proud.
Thanks, Rip. I don't suppose you have any, and I'll point to dog meat, like, armor for our canine companion?
He looks at Dogmeat and he looks back at you and at Layla and at the doctor, at Boma, and back at you, back at the dog, and he goes, "That's the most absurd fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Of
Dogmeat
course I
actually
do. Of course.
Dogmeat actually has medium dog armor.
Oh,
He goes, he takes a look and goes, who made this?
I did.
Aha. Yeah, I could do better than that. And he looks and starts to scrounge through, and he pulls out, not to complement it, like a medium grade dog helmet.
Nice.
He goes, and he pulls out what looks like a handle, like gurney kind of fixture that you can like put on top of and clip to the sides of the medium armor that you have, and mount guns to it. And he goes, now, I can't give this up for free, but I can give it to you at a discount as long as you do me one big favor. Don't ask me how I got it.
How you have what?
Exactly. Now, I'm gonna say for the helmet,
it's okay.
for the helmet, we're gonna say, let's see, we're gonna say 2 caps for the helmet. Again, friends discount, and for the machine gun harness, we're gonna say 6 caps.
Sold.
Fantastic. The machine guns you would mount to it will be extra.
How much extra?
8 caps each.
So
I have one.
I'll offer up my pipe revolver as trade,
Mm-hmm.
and pay the difference.
Oh, and
Okay.
crispy bits.
He goes, I love crispy bits. And he's just like, he takes the revolver, takes the bits, and he goes, it's yours. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm helping you guys. God. And he's like, all we eat is razor grain around here. This is so good. Oh,
Buma have tasty yummy iguana for you.
oh wow. You spoil me, I'm telling you. And you hear a knock on the frame of the door, and it's Madam Sterling saying, "We have to go, right now."
I'll like cock my arm gun, like, yeah, I think we're ready.
And she goes, "What the fuck?"
And like, go.
I'm like busy like putting the machine guns onto the thing for Dogmeat. I'm just like, I'll be a second. Just staring at us.
Like, okay, a lot's happening in a very short amount of time here. Okay, well, we do have to go. Now.
I'll kick open the front door and just be like, my name's Commander Spencer Purdy, and this is my favorite shop in town.
And everyone's like, hey, all right. And they're
Me,
like,
I'm Big Bada Buma. This Buma favorite shop town.
and everyone's like, yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo! And Rip's like, they all laughed when I said it would happen. Who's laughing now? As you leave this settlement, and advance outward, and make your way towards the secret headquarters of the Mechanist. And it is there that we are going to take a short commercial break. We will be back in a few short minutes time as we take a human break and give you a word from our sponsors, which are Nuka-Cola, with their brand Nuka-Cola Quantum. Glow with the radiant light of Nuka-Cola Quantum. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fablemanancers and our good friends from Another World Tabletop as we play the final half of the final chapter of Fallout, the RPG Radiant Horizons. We are going to jump right back in as our four heroes and their most esteemed guide make their way to what looks like just a towards the edge, the edge of the ruined city of Boston. They come upon what looks like just a nondescript ruined warehouse type environment, perhaps an old world factory of some kind, made of brick, lined with fence, some of which is intact. Certainly nothing to write home about at all. And the five of you take a look at it, and I'll get each of you to roll me something to help you perceive your environment.
An 18 and a 20, so
Okay.
complication.
Difficulty of 3. What numbers were you trying to hit? I know the 20 is bad, but
I went endurance and survival for a 9, but
Okay.
I got an 18 and a 20.
okay. Everyone else?
We're trying to perceive.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, perception for sure. Perception survival?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Aiming for a 13.
Okay.
1 success.
Okay. You were aiming for 3. Okay. Anyone else?
I perception and sneak.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it's a target, so 6, 9. I got 0 successes.
Okay. And Doctor, you got 2. Okay. Sorry. Just a heads up, Doc. We can't hear you.
Ha! Ha ha ha!
I can hear you now.
2 successes!
Awesome. Okay. So, you guys don't see anything that like reads as dangerous. You just see just this like abandoned area, and even our deft character here. Sorry. There you go. And as she looks out, she says, "Looks like the coast is clear, but I don't know. I wasn't getting any communications from Izzy, and the ones that I was were Morse code for danger. Eyes open." She, her guns are drawn, and she begins to like sneak up towards the warehouse.
Booma, sneak too. Yeah.
Okay. Please make your attempt at sneaking around. Difficulty of 2. How would you like to accomplish that?
Well, definitely sneak skill, maybe perception to keep an eye out for anything that might be loud or noisy.
Yeah.
Cool. 12 is my target. Oh, 2 successes.
Excellent. Anyone else?
I'll join.
Yeah, we're sneaking as a group.
2 successes on the crit.
Okay. Sorry, I forget. What are the rules of a group roll?
It can be collective, like you can set the DC as like a total,
Okay.
or you can just set it as an average.
All right. So I'll say a total of 8. So you have 4 so far.
Yeah, and this is agility and stealth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Sam.
One success
Cool.
I got
and a
2
19.
successes.
Okay. So you got 7 of the 8 that you need. Would anyone like to do anything to maybe re-roll a die?
How many action points do we have?
1 less if you use sneak, which you should totally do. Please save us.
That is... Oh, nat 1.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we get an action point back.
Oh, look, he's so sad. Aw.
I just want to kill my player characters, right? I just want to kill my player characters. Okay, you succeed. You get an action point back as you each, or rather, collectively as a party, make your way towards this like abandoned warehouse, this abandoned factory, following your guide, Madame Sterling. She takes a look around either side and says, to me, and kind of like ducks under a hole in a fence, ducks kind of like around, and where there is a large entrance at the front of this abandoned factory. Instead, she makes her way around to the back, and there's this very nondescript back door. And she looks around, and you see that it has a terminal. And she begins to type away at it. And it's...
No, wait, make 2 or 3 guesses first, then try to find all the duds, and you'll get it reset.
And she looks at you like... Can you roll to help her?
I would love to.
Okay.
Blinding you with science. Oh, I help so much. 2 crits.
Amazing. Please take, you needed, she rolled 2 successes and just needed 1 more success. So please take those 3 forward for yourselves. As she goes, and it's like, and you see lines of code. You understand computer sciences fairly well. This is processing a lot of information at once, way more information than you would need to unlock a door. As it goes, and then you see the code start to take a weird shape as some of it falls away, and all that's left is like an ASCII image of a human face, and it's and you see text underneath, as it says, Matt, you are here. And Madam Sterling goes, yeah, it's me. What's happening? And then the face blinks away, and then an exclamation mark appears. It says, alert, 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 perimeter breach, security alert. And then it all goes away again, and it pulls up what looks like a full map of the facility. And the only and all of the rooms start to blink red, 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 and there's only one room that isn't blinking red. Madam Sterling goes, there's an invasion here. We gotta get the hell in there now. And the code goes away again, and you start to then see the appropriate code for unlocking a door, and then the face comes back and says, "I will help as best I can. Security protocols triggered. Cannot discern friend from foe. Be careful." And then it goes, and you hear, and the door. And behind that door is like a metal sheet that then goes, and goes. And behind that door is a corkscrew door that then goes.
I'll just lean into Madam and I'll just be like, what the hell is in there?
And behind that door is. And then.
I hope you know what you're doing.
And
Yeah,
she goes.
I don't think we're equipped enough for this.
And she goes, all right, this is gonna get pretty wild. Let's go.
Wild's their middle name.
Who? What?
Charge!
Yeah, sometimes we're not sure if he's talking to us or not.
Okay, yeah.
I think he's working on a whole different wavelength. We're
You
like
make,
running in.
you make your way inside down like a dark corridor, and then you stop at a wall. It's a dead end.
Unless...
And you see that Sterling then, and the floor underneath you begins to descend as the elevator platform that you're on goes down, and she continues to look forward as like her guns are drawn, and she's like getting ready for a fight. and the wall in front of you gives way for like a multi-story kind of entryway, and there's a large gate in front of you.
See if I can get open.
Okay. This is a manual gate, or rather, it has like a manual option. How would you like to try and open it?
I'll just grab it with the robot arm and just kind of clamp on, and then just try and like spin the hand part.
Yeah.
If that doesn't
whatever
work, Layla,
whatever you're gonna do, roll it with strength, please.
Okay. Yeah.
With a difficulty
Strength.
of 3.
Oh damn! Don't think this is gonna work. No, or 1 success.
Okay. It and you try to budge the door. It opens a bit, but not enough. Anyone else have any other bright ideas here?
I'll just kind of look at the
punch
gears,
it!
kind of like crap out, and I'll just kind of look at Layla's glove, and I'll be like, maybe a little bit more heavy duty than this fancy thing.
Oh yeah, I can help. I'll run over and I'll hook on and try to help him pull it open. So I guess I'd be unarmed and strength.
Yeah.
So target is 13, and it's a tag skill.
You just have to make 2 here.
2, okay.
Potion cup life.
2 successes. They're both crits.
Amazing.
4 successes.
Take all the action points that you want. As you like, whack! It's and you make your way into a massive factory room, and as you walk in, your presence is felt by perhaps electronic sensors, as the red klaxon alert lights are accompanied by the presence of like white beam lights that start to follow you around, and it says intruder alert, intruder alert, head of factory intrusion. There is a large central kind of like column against the back wall, where you see behind pillars of glass a central control system, and there are like dozens, like stacks of robo brains that are typing away. They seem to be like the mainframe of this like factory, which is lined with in the room that you are in, robotic arms that seem to when they are operational and active, working to build robots. There are stasis pods that are filled with weird hodgepodges of robots. For those of you who know robotics, it's not just General Atomics or Robco, but like amalgamations, weird machinations of all of them. And they, at your arrival, they activate. Their glowing parts are red, And the five of you watch as they. Some of them up above. They begin to fly down. And they begin to arm all of their armaments. And you hear a voice say, "You dare invade the homestead of the Mechanist, you will be destroyed. Security protocols active." The word of the day is initiative.
Alain, as we enter combat, I would like to spend a luck point and activate Mysterious Stranger.
Can you tell me more about this mysterious stranger, please?
Yes. From time to time, a mysterious stranger comes to your aid with lethal results. At the start of an combat encounter, you may spend 1 luck point. If you do so, then at any point during the scene, the GM may have the mysterious stranger appear, make a single ranged attack against an enemy you attacked or who just attacked you, and then vanish. If you spend a luck point and the mysterious stranger does not appear, the GM must refund you your luck point. The stranger has an agility of 10, a small gun skill of 6, and counts small guns as a tag skill. They always roll 3d20 for attacks, and they attack using a custom 44 Magnum revolver that inflicts 8 dice of damage, piercing 1. It's also vicious physical damage. They always appear at their weapon's ideal range, and any attempt to find the mysterious stranger after they leave fails.
Okay. That sounds just fine
Doodle-oop.
to me. Okay, so you are faced with essentially a horde of robotic enemies. It's not a big horde, but it is a horde. We're gonna treat this horde of robots as a singular entity that you're fighting against. As each of you starts taking actions, you've triggered the mysterious stranger, and you have the aid of Madame Sterling also. At any time during your round, once per round, one of you can activate the aid of Madame Sterling as she activates her cloaking device, and you see a shimmer of her silhouette make her way in and through before your perception checks that fail again to see.
I told her I could have got rid of that shimmer.
Okay. What is everyone's initiative here?
16.
That's a good number. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not
13.
It's okay.
Dog Meat and I are both 12.
Okay. 16, 13, 12.
13.
And oh, the doc is 13 now. Aha.
I'm gonna spend a luck point though to seize the initiative for the round.
Okay. Just a moment here, please.
You just see Commander Purdy like looking out at all these like robots, these like massive like robot building machines, and just being like, "It's awesome."
Okay. You're going first there, Doc. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run over to Buma and I need your arm. I need your arm just for a moment. And like try to access the Pip-Boy, and I want to try and change the resonance of the RFID to match those of a friendly target for these robots.
I'm sorry. One more time, please.
So I want to so an RFID, which is what like the frequency that the robots would be looking for. I'm trying to provide a friendly resonance for them.
Ah, okay.
And try to make them see us as not maybe a threat.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here.
And because I accessed the system earlier, maybe having been in the system, seeing some of the codes in there might be able to help.
Okay. So what I'll say is this: your access to the system, you are in zone 1. The robots are in zone 2. Your access to the system is in zone 3. So in order to get there, unless you have like a portable device or something like that.
No, it would just be like the transmitter on the Pip-Boy to transmit a different signal.
Ah, okay. Yeah, then yes, I will let you try that here. Please, let's see. It's going to be definitely intelligence plus, what are we going to say here?
Science!
Let's go.
I'm a man of science! I will spend an action point to give an extra die for this.
Difficulty of 4,
yeah, that's
sure.
fair. My target number is 14. Yes, 14. And I'm going to use a luck point to re-roll one of these. And it's not... No, it's still only 3 successes out of 4.
Okay. So, you're...
Wait a second. No, I spent a die to get... So I have a 14... I rolled a 14 and a 3.
Yeah.
I forgot about my action point spend.
Yes.
Which is another crit. So 5 successes.
Amazing. So you're... And you send out this...
I don't know how long it will hold.
And the robot horde is coming at you. And you send this blast out. It's and they all stop there at the dance.
Did it actually work? That actually worked.
For now. Maybe give us a chance to run away. I don't know if it'll keep working.
You do see that the room's main alert status is still active, and you check the code, and there is a countdown happening. So until you reach the main system and make this a permanent check, it won't hold. So you have about 1 round to make that happen.
So that was a major action. As a minor action, can I move zones?
Yes, you can.
And I will try to get closer to that bigger console.
Okay.
Cover me! And I'll just like run like this.
Yeah. How many zones can you move in that time?
I think just 1.
Okay. So you move 1 zone ahead. So you're in zone 2. The place you're trying to get to is zone 3.
I'm just like creeping in and around these robots. Please don't activate now.
You see particularly one that is like in a Saltron. That's like again weirdly sexy, and it's just like, and it like follows you. It's like.
I was gonna kiss it, but if it's weirdly sexy, no, absolutely not. Nope.
It's just like following you with its head, and as you pass it, it like turns like all the way around, like on some like exorcist shit.
You start telling me there's 12 models of you, I'm out.
Okay. Who is next? Let's see here.
Big Boom, I believe.
It is actually the robot horde's turn next, and they are stalled out. So, it would be Big Booma.
Big Booma, I think, Big Booma boom.
Lights the Molotov and throws it at the robots.
Oh no.
Okay. Big booma boom. Please make your roll for your Molotov attack.
Well, yeah, two successes.
Right, and that is let's see, you roll perception plus explosives.
Yeah.
Or agility plus throwing, I believe, but it's an explosive, so perception plus explosives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the standard defense of this horde is just 1.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll throw the Molotov. I'll try to not hit the doctor if I can. But you know, if wishes and nuts, right?
Booma throw.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage, and they are lit on fire.
Okay.
As it is a persistent effect.
What part?
Oh, that's a great question. 15 is left leg.
Okay. So there's you for 6 damage total.
Yeah.
Which is critical
So-
damage.
You launch this Molotov out, and it spills down pretty low and affects like the mobility of a bunch of these robots. The flying ones aren't as affected. But the damage is done. You see that they do take that hit, and you also see that they start to flicker as they register the damage, and they go to like a semi-alert status again. In order for them to not attack the person whose turn it is next, they also need to succeed on a stealth check. Whose turn is it now?
Mine 13.
Okay. And that will be the use of the complication that I was forwarded earlier in the episode.
Yes. Okay, well, I think the doctor was onto something. I will. Is there like an assaultron? Like, is there one that would be in between the doctor and the like control board?
I'll say that there's a few of them, because like he would need to go like kind of to the side and like up a ramp in order to get into the main control area, which is how he steps from zone 2 into zone 3.
I'll use my minor action to get into that zone, like ahead of him. Basically, the one that would be like next, like in front of his path, in front of the doctor's path.
Okay.
And I will. Oh, this is going to be a lot easier when it was turned off. I will attempt to. I'll attempt to pull out its like signal, like ID chip or whatever, or like like that, not like module on the back of its head or
Yeah,
or
like
just like full on just reach and snatch it out.
They all have that.
With my major action, like their combat inhibitor basically.
Yeah.
And I will so I'll use intelligence and repair.
Okay. I'm gonna say
the 14.
I'm going to
I'll
say
take
that it'll
3.
be a difficulty of 3 here.
Okay, I'll take one from the pool, and I'll take one from you.
Okay. Thank you.
'Cause I get to reroll those. Let's go. Crit, complication, and a fail. So I'll use a luck to reroll the failure. Crit. 2.
So that's pretty nuts.
So that's 5.
Yeah. So you successfully like take this thing out and modify it, and you're trying to get it to do what now?
All I want to do is I want to pull it, so hopefully this one turns off or can't find its next subject. But more importantly, I want to pull that out and like basically hold it up for the doctor to take with him. He has like a platform to be working off of his next little coding mission.
Okay. So you successfully do that. I'll even give you that you can throw this to the doctor right now. The complication will be this. There is an anti-tampering mechanism coded into this robot, and you will fail your stealth check, making the robots target you, or the robots will target the doctor.
Oh, they can target me for sure.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, as it's like that Assaultatron's head like spins towards the doctor, I'll just grab it and just like right in its face.
Did you miss me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's it.
Okay. So the as you and they all go and they go full red and they all aim right at you, Commander. Who's next? Okay. Layla and Dogmeat, what would you like to do on your turn?
So I'm okay. So I'm in zone 1 still, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I will use the minor action to advance to zone 2.
Okay.
And then I will just start punching robots.
Okay. Punch away. Luckily, these robots are all attacking your friend instead of you. I don't know if you want to see that as luck or not. That's up to you. But
Well,
that is what's happening.
Can I help with the one that I'm like holding? Can I just, because I got its like head, can I just roll to see if I can give a help action and grant a...
That one is in love with you,
Yeah.
but it's more in love with the idea of obliterating you.
Mm-hmm. So I'll just come up behind and just punch it in the back of the head.
Awesome. You're gonna have to like do some work to get into the fray. So, but you got a few punches ahead of you. Yeah.
Okay. So for punch number 1, I guess that's 13. It's the target number, and that is 2 crits.
Amazing.
So 4 successes.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus 1 because I helped.
And it's just a plus 1.
It's just like an automatic success or whatever.
Great. That's great.
Add to the success pool.
Yeah, you only had to hit 1, so yeah, your first punch, you're just like punching through a bunch of these things. They're put together, but because it's like an automated process with no like human quality assurance, as it were, it's like you just start punching through a bunch of these things here.
Okay, so I guess I have to roll
What else
damage.
you got? Yeah.
So it's gonna be. It's a lot of dice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 damage plus an effect. And the effect is, oh, that's dog meat, not me. They are stunned.
Okay. So you punch through enough of these things that they begin to like adjust their alert systems away from the commander at you, but the abrupt change in their target coding makes them all, and they're not sure where the target is because you are tiny.
Oh, do I need to roll location?
Yes, please.
11. So that is left arm.
Okay. As they're like, all the ones that you've hit, you kind of like, they're malfunctioning in ways that their arms start kind of acting up. Okay. Up next,
Dog meat is going to use his new guns.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Call
Okay,
him the
so
mulcher.
Best caps I ever spent.
so this is like this is a system that is essentially like a radio headset that you have on. So when you issue certain commands to dog meat, it activates these guns.
Okay. Gonna tell. So the activating word is gonna be it's shooting time.
Excellent. And it's shooting time. It is.
Yep. Okay, now how do I roll damage for dog meat with a gun?
Great question.
It'll be a small guns attack.
Okay, so I assume just using my small guns because dog meat doesn't have a small gun skill.
Yeah.
And we'll go, but we could use dog meat's strength, or would it be dog meat's intelligence? Because he's got body or mind.
I'll say intelligence. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 6.
He's a really smart dog.
He is. He's a smart boy. And he got 1 success.
Okay, that's all he needed to hit to eat through their defenses. Please roll damage. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
So 2 damage plus the effect. And what is the effect on that? I have no idea. That is small gun. Burst.
Okay. What does that do?
I can hit somebody within close range, so you can hit 2 targets.
Okay, yeah. So, because you're fighting like a singular entity that's acting as a horde, I will just translate that to an extra point of damage as he goes and just starts attacking all of these robots, and they're you're seeing a bunch of these things, and that brings it down to that number. And I would say that we are back at the top of the round here. Let's see, who's top of the initiative here?
I think I'd better spend another luck point and get out of here.
Okay.
Thanks for this. And I'm gonna book it to the next zone to try and get to the console.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to do a stealth check, is what you're saying, to evade and not get.
Yes, and that would normally be a difficulty of, I would say, 3, but because you have the device in hand, it knocks it down with 1. So
Okay. Critical success.
amazing. And you make your way in with it just kind of like holding it over top of your head. And do you move the one zone over?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we full on action points right now?
Yes.
So I will turn that 1 AP immediately into my movement AP instead.
Oh, nice.
So I still have my
Okay.
major and minor action.
Okay, awesome.
And taking that into account, I am gonna try and hack it.
Okay, as you try to hack this thing, you're like typing away, and you hear try to guess the 3 of them first, and then do the pips
Stout,
from
crouch,
in an
mount. No, reset.
as Sterling deactivates her cloak behind you and says, "Come on, Izzy, what's wrong with you? Make your check, please."
So science and intelligence. What am I aiming for here?
You are aiming for a difficulty of 4 here.
4.
That's coming down from 5 because you have you have help.
Okay, I will definitely need to spend. I think I'm gonna spend 3. I'm gonna spend 3 of those action points and add 2 to this pool. So after the first 2, we have 2 successes, a crit, and then another success for total 5.
Awesome.
Amazing. So you, with the help of Madame Sterling, you start to see that you're typing just as fast and furiously as the rest of the robo brains around you.
Oh no, I've become a robo brain.
And,
Just what I always
and
wanted.
And you see that the code here is immense. It's dense. It is intense. I can't think of any words that end in "ence" now. But you work your way through, and you realize that you're that there was like a rewiring, and you stop thinking about it in binary, and you start thinking about it as like a crisscrossing, as if it were like a neurological system.
Incredible quantum computing powers.
And you and all of the robots deactivate. Those that are intact stop. The one that's in front of the commander says, "Pardon me, sugar," and goes back to their stasis pod. Those that are damaged make their way off to the sides and stand in like the robotics repair areas, and arms start and start fixing the damage that has happened. You see there's a central trap door that slides open in the middle of the warehouse, and you see what looks like a large pillar. It's like completely made of metal, and there are like light nodes, or what look like light nodes, kind of that's in circle around it, and they each activate and create a holographic image. And it is an image of the helmet, like a robotic looking kind of helmet or head shape, with antenna coming out of the ears, antenna coming out of the top of the head. And it says, you dare invade the homestead of the Mac. And it starts, and it turns into a human head, that of a woman wearing the lines of age and silver hair. And it says, Nat, are you there? And Madame Sterling steps ahead and says, yes, I'm here. What's happening? And the holographic image looks down at all of you and says, who are they?
Big Bada Booma.
Who are you?
Layla, dog meat.
Don't register them on file. Who taught you how to hack like that, Nat? Madame Sterling says, thank the doctor here. He's good at what he does.
I may be 2 marbles short of a set, but I can sure hack any computer out there.
She says, thank you. I thought I had maintenance under control, but without regular human maintenance, some of my protocols can go haywire from time to time. And you see that she goes dark. She goes, there are other intruders. They're trying to make their way in. They can't get inside. Where is Alain?
Well, he got taken by the children of Adam.
Children of Adam. Lady Fieri is an ally. What has happened?
Things changed. The Inquisitor's in charge now, by the looks of it.
Computing. Lady Fieri is the Inquisitor. Logical conclusion. New Inquisitor?
Yeah, never met Lady Fury before.
That's a shame. She was tough. You didn't want her as an enemy, but she made a much better ally. The intruders are showing signs of heightened radiation. Children of Adam. That makes sense. We can try to hold them off, but there are a lot of them. A lot of them.
Well, we got a few extra friends, and I'll kind of look over to the robots.
She starts to scan through. Her face basically turns into like a full diagnostics check.
Amazing.
You did quite a number on them. They need repairs. You will have 5 left. I can maybe provide 1 more, but it is still a prototype. It's in the back.
Oh yeah, I love a prototype in the back. Let's go.
She says, I will give you access to any additional prototype weaponry that we had on file that is still of use. She says, I hope it helps, Nat. I'm getting tired. I need to focus on primary functions now. They've almost broken through. Hurry! And the face goes, and the pillar goes back down. You see one of the walls lights up, and it slides open, flips open, and you see attached to the wall a couple of weapons here. Some are intact and ready to go, but some are in complete disrepair. They're each labeled. There appears to be what looks like an energy rifle, but instead of a laser resonance, it is a weird crystal of some kind, with ancient gold around it as a fix, and it's been fixed to this energy rifle, and it just says underneath Inspector Tron XX prototype. And beside that is another fully intact object. It is a what looks like a power fist that is adorned in orange, except the front end of it is adorned in red. It looks like it's been dipped in blood. Affixed to the top of it is what's it called, a death claw, and it says Garog Narok XX prototype.
Dibs.
Put it on your other hand.
The rest of the items appear not intact at all, save for one, and it's just a vintage machine gun, adorned in silver with a few extra doodads attached. And you see Madame Sterling eye it and goes, "That's where you put it, you son of a bitch." And she takes it and checks it, checks the drum. It's like art in her hands, and she goes, "Okay."
I like drum bumper.
As the five of you hear, and it appears that there's on the other side of the main entrance to this factory room, there appears to be some type of power drill or like energy weapons trying to like burrow their way in. And as the five of you take aim at the door, there is a huge explosion. And there's a glowing green light from the smoke as the Grand Inquisitor steps in. Glowing with green, radiant energy. And he says, so you made it here.
You look thirsty. Want a Nuka-Cola? And I'll look at Booma.
And he says, by all means, I am feeling a little parched. And he puts on his helm. You see that the damage from your earlier attack has still left a gape of it open. And you could see the radiation energy spilling out as one eye is exposed. And he draws his weapon against you. Behold, for the word of Atom is light, and I am him. And we're gonna end it there. I do hope that the four of you have had a good time with this game.
Yeah.
Have you had fun?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, we
rad.
still have an hour.
Oh, listen. We still have an hour. We still have an hour to chit chat and talk about what could happen next if I'm afforded the opportunity to come back and play again.
Always and forever.
I am so in.
Real talk. I did just get a message saying that I might have to dip out shortly. However, I did want to leave with the opportunity for more kind of action to happen in the near future if it is allowed. So yeah, let's spend the next say 10 minutes or so just kind of having a quick chat about each of your characters here and what kind of how you saw your characters when you first made them and how you see them going ahead in the future. And we are going to start with Bucket. Tell me about the inspiration for the character Layla.
I wanted, because every time I play the actual Fallout video game, I generally go like a sniper character. So I wanted to do something different for this. I was like, I can't just do the same Fallout character I make all the time. This has got to be different. It's got to be something fresh. So I went full melee.
Excellent. That's awesome.
And really, like, when I built the character, I kind of figured she was just going to be really just quiet, sneaking up and punching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And over the episodes, I feel more like a leader vibe, second in command type, maybe because, the foreman's the boss, but commander's really kind of running the show. Mm-hmm. And I'm there being like, hey, no, but we got to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. And who's going to argue outside of a logical argument because you have the power fist. And
exactly. now I have a Deathclaw gauntlet.
So I will say that this is a standard power fist with a Deathclaw gauntlet attached. So any mods you make for this, you can also add mods for both a Power Fist and a Deathclaw gauntlet are both applicable for this object.
Nice.
And it takes on the piercing damage property.
Yes. And am I allowed to wear both at the same time?
I will say that flavor is always free.
Because I'm going to be able to punch so many rocks with these.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you got a nickname now. You can be Layla Two Hands.
Ooh.
Love it. I love it.
Amazing. Okay, and jumping down to speaking of the commander, tell me about the inspo for your character for this game.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got to shout out to Oxhorn and his extensive videos. I just kind of got lost on what their space travel was like, and there's a few missions in the game that are like the rockets taking off and stuff, especially like New Vegas, so awesome. But so I was just kind of curious about the moon, and from there I was just like, well, who could live on the moon? And I was like, well, maybe I'll play a robot. And then I kind of had a good idea about a Gould with the name Purdy, because that was very Fallout to me, was a Gould named Purdy. So I just kind of went from there. And then the robot arm, I was just like going through their the system and like through the book. There's a lot of really great examples, and kind of like as you're creating your character, a lot of stuff to like consider, like, oh well, what would it be like to try and survive on the moon? Like, well, I'd probably get irradiated to shit and take robot arms and put them on myself.
But you're taking like a different kind of radiation, like besides that of like nuclear radiation from the facility that you're in, because you're also taking in like cosmic rays also.
Yeah, and from there I put a gun on my hand, but really the intent when I started was like, oh, I want to be like basically just support, like just doing things in combat. Because again, I play a very combat forward build in Fallout as well, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna see what else you could do, like in an actual RPG. I'll take the bolt out of the stairs so they fall when they come rushing in, like instead of shooting them with the gun. But now I got a machine gun attached to my arm, so that's even better.
That's pretty awesome. Hell yeah. Okay. Down to Alain. Your character, Big Boma. I don't want to like put anything on you at all, but I suspect that this is going to be maybe the shortest explanation for a character build out of the four.
Okay, I've got a little bit. Booma is exactly who I thought by the time I got to the end of the character creation process. Like he really has been Booma. Yeah. And nothing else. But getting there definitely was a process. Like when I first looked at the book, I was like, okay, what do I normally play when I play Fallout? Mm-hmm. Most of the time, I dump luck and I max out speech and small guns. And I'm a little like desperado, and like I usually have pretty high, charisma, small arms, that kind of shtick. Mm-hmm. And this time I went, what if I don't do that in the most aggressive way possible? And I've never played a luck build. Never in any game that I've ever played have I done a luck build. And I was watching Shangri-La Frontier, which is a great anime, very silly, very goofy, silly anime. But the protag has a luck build, and I went, holy shit! I bet you I could play a luck build in this. And then I looked at like, oh, what matched up well with going a luck build, and it was like, it's explosives.
And it's because it's like once it leaves your hands, it is in the hands of fate, right? Like what is affected by the explosion, or like you can be accurate with your throw, but the idea of like being almost inaccurate, but then like a gust of wind or it like ricocheting off of something and landing exactly where it had to, and you being the type of character that's like okay, and like just like letting that happen. A luck bit is like, and it's always like luck is like mechanically it applies for what's about to happen, but luck as humans perceive it is a thing of hindsight. Like, you're a lucky bastard, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
think there's just a little bit of like Warhammer orc in Booma, where he's like, "This will work, right?" And then it
Yeah.
doesn't. He goes, "I fucking told you so."
yeah. That's amazing. It's a fantastic build. I've loved seeing him also like interact with these other characters who have not just taken him in, but have also like each found their way to like work with each other in order to make this happen. And then lastly, Sam, Chef, tell me about the Doctor. Oh, we can't.
I do that a lot. Residual of being like sick last week.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, like for Dr. Razzle McPhee, I was thinking, what if we like all of you were thinking about like, oh, what haven't I played in Fallout? Like, what usually play? I just want what I always play in Fallout, which is like full int build, like find the smarts, find the shut off switches, don't engage in combat if I don't have to, and then shoot things if I really have to. So, and then for like his personality is like obviously like mad scientist type, but it's like leaning a lot towards like the EMH from Voyager, like especially in the first season where he doesn't really have like manners yet, and he kind of just does things on his own. And then evolving that a little bit more and going, okay, yeah, but he's a little bit aware of that. He's like not a full dozen up there, but
Right.
genius madness kind of thing. So yeah, I wanted to play like a Fallout build I always like to play, and then just razzle dazzle them up.
That's awesome. And actually, we do have enough time, and I'm realizing there's something I did want to get to that I didn't get to, and it is this. So we'll say that during your attempt to hack the Mechanist protocol, you start to think about your first forays into the realm of science. When did Dr. McPhee become Dr. McPhee? Like, when did he become the scientist that he is?
Yeah, so like most survivors of the Fallout, descendants of those first survivors, like Razzle was on his own. Like he explored the wasteland and realized that there was more to the world, and to understanding the world the way that we used to before the Fallout was also still important. So spending time, instead of like scavenging for the traditional things and saving up your caps to like buy better weapons and armor to survive out here, he was going out there to find books and copies of like science textbooks and things so that he could study and learn up and eventually decide, okay, I've got enough knowledge now, I could be a doctor. I should be a doctor.
Okay. Where did he live? Did he live alone? Did he live with people in a settlement? Did he travel with a caravan?
Yeah, it was traveling with a caravan and getting different worldviews. So like as like the caravan progressed and like changed its size, got new members, dropped other members off at different settlements, and really toured around because he needed to move around when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And his parents were like, no, we're gonna like settle down and stay away from that good neighbor place because we gotta get across country now. But yeah, just he knew that like his only opportunity to continue to learn would be to go to different places, because the library that he grew up with nearby was didn't have a lot of survival, like books that survived the fallout. So
Yeah.
in that pursuit of knowledge, became more of a practice, like doctorate, and then also took like not just like nuclear science, but also physical, like medical science, and being able to like patch people up, because nothing worse than stepping on a frag mine that you didn't see, and then your legs like all in pieces. Just gotta put that back together with a doctor bag.
All right. So we'll say that there was a pivotal point that happened in your time in the wasteland, and it was the opening of the doors, the falling of the boogeyman known as the Institute, that led to a huge influx of new science in the Commonwealth. It didn't fix everything at once. It came out piecemeal, but more and more in the knowledge both of the past world and of like efforts, like the ongoing efforts of that led to you kind of like collecting more and more kind of information, and even finding like a cache of data that you like studied over and over and over. The leader of your caravan, a woman named Gina, she would always scold you for collecting this info. Can you make me a roll to see like for like a piece of like unique science that you would have that like no one else would have?
That with a science check, that would be 2 successes.
Okay.
As for like unique pieces of lore, I think understanding how involved the like on the quantum level, like not just reactors and computers, but like also medical sciences, and how it's kind of all coming together. And with like the Institute pushing forward that notion of it, maybe that's somewhere you want to go with it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So like you gain like a piece of info that like kind of began this like this a new wave of biomechanical integration here to not seen in the Commonwealth like at large kind of overall. Your understanding not just of like robotic appendages, because you see people do that, but things like the way you powered the Pip Boy with Boma's like natural like radiation energy and things like that is a unique tag that you would have. And it's and you had like other pieces of science also, until one day you were flying along, or rather walking along with your caravan, and you hear and overhead a bird swoops down, and you see like 2 suited like power armor vets of the Brotherhood jump out of it, and rappelling down after them are a bunch of like knights and squires, and they say and they're like fully armed Gatling guns, they're like repeater laser rifles, and they aim at all of you, and the other members of the caravan take aim back, and Gina says, "How can we help you, brothers?" and they and you see one of the members in power armor say, "Is there a Dr. McPhee in your caravan?"
What do you want, scribe?
They look at you and go, "That's him," and they step aside. They advance, and they say, "You have illegal technology on your person. You are to relinquish this technology and this science immediately."
It's just lead lined. It's my jacket.
They gesture out, and the power armored individuals keep aim on everyone else as the rest search you, and they don't find anything. And then they search your belongings, and they find a bunch of stacks of books and weird devices, and they say, "This is it. We got it. All right, let's go." And they take pictures of everything, and then like take the case, attach it to their vertibird. It goes up. Then they thank you for your cooperation. Gina looks angrily at them, but doesn't want to open fire because they are outnumbered and outgunned. And she says, "Anytime." And then they repel up and.
You can take my papers, but you can't take my ideas! That's ancient knowledge! It lives here! And it's real! And it's mine! Curse you!
Gina goes, "Hey, doctor." You're getting off at the next stop. All right, let's go. You see the Brahmin go, and the rest of your caravan that dances on as you know that their next stop is at the edge of the Commonwealth, a very little-known new settlement called Rockham.
Rockets.
And with that, we are going to end the game. There are other things that I could say about the making of this game. All I'll say is I had two playthroughs of Fallout 4 that I spent way too much time in. One of them was a Silver Shroud build, and one of them was a Child of Adam build, and that's all I'll say about that. Thank you all very, very much for letting me get you guys in the game, for letting me build this game for you, for wrapping it up.
You gotta let him blow up his gun one time. Look at him, he's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, if there's one thing I know how to do, it's leave my audience on a cliffhanger. The next time I come in and run a game for you all, I would very, very happily run Fallout for you in another 3 to 4 episode arc. I would be absolutely happy to do that. I can't wait to come back and play in games with you also. I know I would love to be in an Eberron game. I would love to be sticking with the Modipia stuff. I know Tim has like a really dope Dune game in him. I'm sure he does. And we all watched Dune Part 2. So like we all got that Lisa and Gaib in us. Yeah. So I can't wait for something like that. But I'm just throwing things out there. Once again, thank you all for playing. Thank you all at home for watching. And until the next time, war never changes, but that doesn't mean that we can't have fun.
36 points of damage.
I gotta
Stay tuned for the raid. We're gonna hit up the lollygaggers.
Yeah, that's gotta be what is half of 36?
18.
18? That'll be 18 points of healing per. Okay, everybody, thank you very much. Have a fantastic night, and until next time. Rob.
Ciao.
Ciao.